All right, as most of you probably already know, there was a mass shooting or a reported mass shooting today in Buffalo, New York. And before we get into this article, I just want to show you that there's a horrible statistic out there with regard to Buffalo, New York. And it says with a crime rate of 38 per 1,000 residents, Buffalo has one of the highest crime rates in America compared to all communities of all sizes, from the smallest towns to the very largest cities. One's chances of becoming a victim of either violent or property crime here is 1 in 26. So you have a 1 in 26 chance of becoming a victim of violent or a property crime. And this right here says, with a population of over 258,000 residents, Buffalo actually moved up on the list from the previous year's position as being our state's second most dangerous city. With 1,042 violent crimes per 100,000 residents, Buffalo holds the title of having the highest violent crime rate in all of New York, including New York City. So with that being said, it says 10 dead in mass shooting at Buffalo supermarket. Let's just take this real slow. So what's going on here? We know what's going on. You, gun owner, who do responsible things with your gun, will now be vilified again by fake stream CIA infiltrated Operation Mockingbird MK Ultra media, because this isn't about keeping people safe. This is about controlling the population, controlling the people. It says at least 10 people were killed and 3 injured during a mass shooting at Buffalo, New York grocery store Saturday afternoon. The shooting is being investigated as a hate crime. What else would it be? If you take somebody else's life, no matter how you take it, no matter for what reason, of course you've committed a hate crime when you've snuffed out somebody else's life. They say the suspect is in custody, and the reason leftist media is actually reporting on this is because the guy who pulled the trigger and supposedly killed those 10 people has the right color of skin. It's the appropriate color to be reported on, because if he was a different skin type, well, this story would be buried. But now it's going to be yelled from the mountaintops, because it's all about gun control, which really isn't gun control, it's people control. So the suspect is in custody and will be arraigned on charge of murder in first degree Saturday evening, said the district attorney. So Twitch, the popular live stream platform best known for gaming, confirmed on Saturday that the Buffalo supermarket shooting suspect used its platform to stream a live broadcast during the attack. And they said, we are devastated to hear about the shooting that took place this afternoon in Buffalo, New York. Our hearts go out to the community impacted by this tragedy. Twitch has a zero tolerance policy against violence of any kind and works swiftly to respond to all incidents. So this is probably going to increase the collar around our necks of censorship, and they're going to get even more sensitive about violent content. Twitch said the user has been indefinitely suspended. Well, of course, because he's indefinitely going to go to jail. That's why he's been indefinitely suspended from our service, and we are taking the appropriate action, including monitoring for any accounts rebroadcasting this content. So don't you dare rebroadcast the content, because you can't put history on any of these platforms. Here's history as it unfolded in my town. Oh, we can't put that because that promotes violence. But CNN can put it on there, MSLSD, CBS, ABC. Officials during a news conference earlier Saturday did not say where the live stream was, only that it was on a social media platform. So the Department of Homeland Security, a federal agency, is going to get involved in this in direct opposition to the 10th Amendment. It's supposed to be the state issue. It's supposed to be a people issue, but now the feds are going to get involved. Secretary of Homeland Security Alejandro Mayorkas has been briefed on the shooting in Buffalo, according to an official tweet from the department. DHS, quote, DHS is actively coordinating with all relevant local, state, and federal agencies and will continue to provide the department's full support. So this DA here, Erie County District Attorney John Flynn, said the suspect in the Buffalo mass shooting will be arraigned on charge of murder in the first degree on Saturday evening. Speaking at a press conference with other officials, Flynn said, quote, I have already called a judge, Judge Craig Hanna, to come down immediately and arraign this individual. So within the next hour, this individual will be arraigned on a charge of murder in the first degree. Officials have not named the suspect in the mass shooting. They will. But if he was a different color skin, they would keep it from you as long as possible. And if you wanted to find it, then you would actually have to dig for it instead of it being on the nightly news every single night for a week straight. FBI says Buffalo shooting is being investigated as a hate crime. Of course it is. The special agent in charge of the FBI Buffalo field office said the FBI is assisting in the investigation as well as during a news conference. Listen to what the Erie sheriff says. It was straight up racially motivated hate crime from somebody outside our community, outside of the city of Good Neighbors, where you have a 1 in 26 chance of being the victim of a violent or property crime, as the mayor said, coming into our community and trying to inflict that evil upon us. Like, it sounds like evil was already there. Stop hyping this up, John Garcia. Out of the 13 victims, 11 are black while 2 are white. All right, so check this out. One more thing I wanted to cover. Buffalo shooting suspect had tactical gear and was heavily armed, according to police commissioner. We can't have that. We can't have the regular citizenry tactically decked out. Hey, if you want a bulletproof vest, why can't you have it? If politicians say you can't have a bulletproof vest, are they really looking out for your safety and security? Wouldn't you want, like, if you knew there was a chance of being a 1 in 26 victim in Buffalo, New York, wouldn't you want to be tacked out? Buffalo police commissioner said the supermarket shooting suspect was wearing tactical gear and live streaming as he entered the store. Quote, at approximately 2:30 today, an individual who the mayor stated is not from this area and is from hours away. Somehow they're going out of their way to try to convince you of this, so I wonder if it's true. Drove to Buffalo and went to the Tops Market. He exited his vehicle. He was very heavily armed. He had tactical gear. He had a tactical helmet on. He had a camera, and he was live streaming what he was doing. The suspect is an 18-year-old white male. Get whitey. It's his fault. Oh man, this is racially motivated. But if somebody of a different color skin took out a whole bunch of white people, well, that's not racially motivated. That's just an act of terrorism. He shot 4 people in the parking lot. The suspect went into the store where a security guard and former Buffalo police officer engaged him, quote, because he had heavily armored plating on. The bullet had no round. The suspect engaged our retired officer and he was shot and deceased at the scene. He continued to work his way through the store. He made his way back to the front of the store where patrol officers were able to talk him into dropping his gun after he, quote, put the gun to his own neck. Police arrested the suspect and transported him to Buffalo Police Headquarters. The bottom line to this is the leftists are going to take this as another opportunity to initiate common sense gun regulation, which is basically common sense people control. Leave your thoughts about this for the world and the global thought police in the comment section below. If I get further updates on this, I'll try to do a video on it. If you haven't done so already, subscribe to the channel, hit the bell notification icon, give it a thumbs up, share it with everybody you know, and don't forget to subscribe to my private email list through my website, highimpactflix.com. I'll see you guys in the next video.